All right, we are at 860 Rogers Court in Eagan, Minnesota. There it is in real life. This house sits in a cul-de-sac right on the inside of the first driveway of a cul-de-sac just off of Trenton Trail and Rogers Court, but essentially that other street kind of runs that way is Daniel Drive, and that curves around, so that's kind of a main street too. This house is right at the corner of that cul-de-sac, and I'm standing in the middle of the cul-de-sac. Now we'll take a look around at the other properties here. And we're in Eagan, just south of Diffley, near Northview Elementary School. So let's take a look inside. The exterior appears to be some type of fiberboard or masonite. The paint is peeling in a lot of places, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of this weird peach pink color. Not super attractive from the outside, but the reason that these windows seem offset, I believe this house is a little larger in footprint size than similar houses of this style. You can look on the roof. Shingles are kind of awfully dirty, if that's visible. They don't look to be peeled up. They don't look to be in great condition. There doesn't appear to be any waviness in the roof line. It's just shingles look dirty for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. Asphalt driveway is pretty rough. Take a look at certain spots along the edge are kind of crumbling up here. Looks like it has been completely neglected, but it definitely is pretty rough. We'll take a look around the side yard as long as we're here, but there's an idea of what's going on in the exterior. Some places seem good, might even be salvageable. There's some flaking paint, and obviously at the bottom here, some moisture has crept up, and this exterior is a little crumbly on the bottom, and this is the foam insulation along the foundation. This front door is pretty rough. This slab is sinking and not in very good condition. Damage to the garage door. Take a quick look around the side yard since we're out here. This tree is falling down. Not a huge yard because it does sit at the corner of this cul-de-sac. Or actually, I should say the yard is large, but that's mainly on the front corner, not so much in the back. So there is a deck. It doesn't have any steps down. As long as we're here, let's check it out. Doesn't have any steps down. Some of the paint peeling on the exterior. More of the peeling paint along the eave here. Really flaking off. But as you can see, most of the siding is relatively sound, or so it seems, except when you get to this lower level where some moisture probably either coming up through this insulation or maybe the snow that sits there done some water damage. Ancient air conditioning unit, and look at the paint peeling off this deck. Probably never should have been painted in the first place, but would need to be completely repainted and scraped. Come along to the back corner of the yard on Trenton Trail, looking back, and here's the large part of the yard. Again, it's mainly the front yard and the side yard where it meets the cul-de-sac. The eaves. But as you can see from the outside, all the windows are newer vinyl sliders. We'll see that better on the inside too. But besides a lot of this peeling paint along the lower level, this masonite siding seems to be almost in decent condition. Could use a different color, I would say, though. Back to the front. And here's the yard, getting on the cul-de-sac. So that is the exterior of 860 Rogers Court in Eagan.